Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play known as Mario Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance on the Blue Hedgehog 2010. And we're going to be doing something a little different this time. Why don't you introduce yourself, babe?
I'm Loner Wolf 35. And hi.
So, Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. This is the first portable Mario RPG. The last RPG we ever got was, I think, Paper Mario for Nintendo 64. This game was released in 2003. This game's over 20 years old now.
I feel old.
What do you know of Mario and Luigi series as a whole? Is this like your first time seeing something like this? I mean, I know you've watched me play Partners in Time for a little bit, but that's the second game.
When it comes to like Mario, like peak of Mario time that my friends were playing Mario games, I could not give less of a damn about video games. So, whilst I've seen bits and pieces of Mario games, I never really cared much. But I'm thinking more of the 3D Marios on the Nintendo than this type of thing.
Oh, I see. So you're not really a big fan of the 3D Mario games. You're more of a 2D fan, I guess.
I just didn't really care for Mario or Nintendo or anything in my youth. Well, yeah, no, I didn't get it. And I never went back to play or anything or watch playthroughs of it once I actually learned to love video games. So, I just have, like, your general Mario knowledge that your grandmother might have. But
Oh, so you've never actually really picked up and played Mario, or?
no, I really just couldn't give a damn. Like, the stark change I had in my life from absolutely not understanding video games and thinking they were a waste of time and wanting to play outside, to picking up Halo and all of a sudden giving video games in general a proper chance.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the Mario world, I guess, proper. So this is an RPG game, if you haven't seen that by now. This is basically the tutorial. So what's unique about this? This is turn-based style, but what's unique with Mario and Luigi is that there are two separate buttons that controls each brother. It's not going to be shown on this battle in particular, but when there's both brothers present, A controls Mario and B controls Luigi. So that's your basic knowledge on how you're going to get through this game. If you don't learn that, then you're not going to get very far in this game whatsoever. But right now, this is a tutorial fight. We're going against Bowser. He called us a coward, and now we're just going to beat the living shit out of him.
Meanwhile, Peach is crying a river in the background.
Yeah, so what happened at the beginning is that basically there are two villains that just showed up and stole Princess Peach's voice.
Damn.
And they arrived from the Bean Bean Kingdom disguised, and well, they're going to be using Peach's voice for something. We'll learn more about that later, but for right now they replaced it with explosive vocabulary, just like the game just said right there. So instead of saying the word fuck or bitch, we literally got explosive vocabulary.
Well, see, I was gonna say it's like The Little Mermaid until the explosives came into play.
Meanwhile, Bowser's just like, look, if I just steal this girl and bring her to my castle, she's just gonna wreck it. So, Mario, do something super. And so Bowser joins forces with Mario and Luigi to accompany him to go to Bean Bean Kingdom, so that way they can track down whoever has stolen Princess Peach's voice and go from there. And so begins another adventure in Mario's life.
Does Mario have any adventure? No, I think he does have adventures that are just based around Peach.
Yeah, there's a couple of adventures that's based around Peach. There's Super Princess Peach that was on Nintendo DS. And then there's a recent game that just came out on the Switch, I think is called Princess Peach Showtime or something like that. Haven't tried it yet, and I don't know if I am going to, if I'm going to be honest. It's not that I have anything against Princess Peach. It's, I don't know. I just don't know if the game would be my style or not.
She's just one of the classic damsels in distress. Like, I think, especially in the early games.
Well, yeah, Mario. Mario did get kidnapped by Bowser, where, there was one game that was based where Luigi had to save Mario, but that was more of an educational title, and no one really gives a damn about that because the game kind of sucked as a whole, but... Anyway, I'm basically showing off what all you can do in the overworld. You can go around and talk with NPCs, and you can gather coins and items from blocks and stuff like that.
Okay, so here's a question. You used to call this like a Mario RPG. Is there a lot of side questing to do then?
So there's like a handful of them. Like, I think there's like a total of 6 or 7 of them. This game is not very long if you know what you're doing. Like, this game that I recorded, this game in particular that I recorded. Oh no, duh, I recorded this game.
Would you say perhaps
it took me
this?
Oh well, but it took me 10 hours to complete. So this is not a very long RPG title. In fact, I would say that this is a very beginner-friendly RPG, right next to say South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Very comparable.
Like, if you're
games.
very new to RPG, then this game is very beginner-friendly when it comes to that. We just helped the Koopa point him in the right direction where the Koopa King had gone. And it looks like Luigi's not going to be joining us for this adventure, so it's just going to be a Mario adventure, I guess. I don't know.
Poor Luigi.
And, well, this is Toadsworth. He is Princess Peach's servant. And he's going to be giving us a suitcase that we can use in our adventures. We can gather equipment items and, items in general, really. So whenever we find any items, we can just take a look inside our suitcase and go through our belongings and check our status and blah, 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 blah. Your typical RPG shit. And then he gives us some coins on top of it, so... Money is always good. And there's going to be a bit of a running gag throughout this game that I think you might enjoy, because everyone will notice Mario, but Luigi, on the other hand, you will learn that Luigi gets the shaft, and Luigi can just give little to no shits. Mario, you're late. Well, I'm sorry. I was gathering things on my adventure.
I was packing my suitcase.
And you'll learn that in this game, Bowser is basically the comedic villain in this game. And it's going to be like that throughout the entire Mario and Luigi franchise. I don't know how I'm going to get around to recording, like, say, Bowser's Inside Story or Dream Team for that matter or whatever, but I can at least tell you right now that you'll at least be going through Superstar Saga as well as Partners in Time when it comes to this series, at least. So Don't be so modest, Mr. Green. I mean, you look like a real pain.
So, lots of Mario to look forward to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, Luigi was just off to, you know, wish Mario luck and whatever, but he gets secretly drafted along for the adventure.
Oh, sorry, Luigi, you can't get out of this one.
No. No, he cannot.
Your filthiness. A deserter? How dare.
Yeah, I wonder who that... I wonder who that deserter is. Luigi's running away.
Coward.
Yeah, that's one of that's Luigi's main character trait, is that he is a major coward, and it all started with Luigi's Mansion. But yeah, so this is our first beginner dungeon, I guess you can say. But I love this, like Mario and Mr. Green Mario, brother guy. Yeah, they can never really be bothered to address Luigi by his real name.
It's so much longer to say.
As you can see, we're at the pity level of level 1, and well, this is just the start of our adventure.
I feel like that Luigi actually has more health.
Yeah, Luigi is known to be a little more better stat-wise compared to Mario. But one thing you'll learn for certain is that Luigi is more of a defensive kind of guy, while Mario is more of a powerhouse, so to say. You could speak to those NPCs, but all they really tell you is some shit that you need to do on this game. But yeah.
Kind of like your Pokemon NPCs, where they're just spouting, like, tips at you.
Pretty much.
Oh, did you know if you press this button, this happens?
Pretty much. And what's really unique about Mario and Luigi as a whole, at least on this game in particular, you know, to switch a main character between Mario and Luigi, you have to press a start button. So the start button switches your brothers around, and to get to your menu screen, you actually have to press a select button. So it's kind of confusing at the start, but it's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn it, it's kind of like second nature, really. And now we gotta worry about taking passport photos. So.
Oh joy. Do you think?
Because yeah, so long as we have our passports, we're not allowed in the Bean Bean Kingdom without photos.
Do you think they're allowed to smile in their passport photos?
Well, it's funny. Don't go pressing up, down, left, or right to hold a pose. I tried my best to get a pose for Mario, but it didn't work out.
Damn.
But at least we got a pose for Luigi.
Somehow that just makes more sense anyway. Yep.
There we go. We got a good pose for Luigi. Now, throughout this game, there is another chance of you taking photos when you get to the Bean Bean Kingdom, but this is just the first chance of getting your photo. So earlier, if you actually help the Koopa guy point him in the right direction where King Bowser left, he will give you an extra item when you track him down, so...
Oh, you love a side quest that actually has rewards.
Yeah.
I say that, but I'll do all the side quests, even if it gets me nothing.
It's nice to be nice.
It is. I'll go out of my way to do, like, the long version of a quest, just because it feels more right. talking about
So we're-
potatoes?
Well, the ongoing joke throughout this adventure is that Mario and Luigi's only line dialogue is speaking Italian, which is complete gibberish. And not actual Italian.
See, where I come from, the only gibberish language I know is Simlish.
Oh, so I guess I should really explain how I'm going to be handling this game. So, for this being an RPG, my goal for this game is I am going to at least show the battles that has new enemies. And battles to where it's going to be a battle that is won that will earn each character a level up. So, otherwise, repeat battles are going to be cutted and all that jazz. So...
They don't have to watch you grind.
Exactly.
Only I get to watch you grind.
Mr. Leon Green uses the B button. So yeah, this game does a good enough job to let you know that you control Luigi with B and you control Mario with A. Simple, simple. And it's the same with counterattacking. So, like, if an enemy starts to attack you, you can actually counterattack or dodge their moves. Instead of just relying on the system being like, hey, you took this much damage. It's not like Final Fantasy in that sense, if we're going to compare this to another RPG title.
Another very common RPG title that people are familiar with.
Meanwhile, we are just grinding on Goombas.
Lucky Goombas.
And with each level up, we actually get a chance to actually choose a bonus stat to increase. So that's another thing that's unique with this game, is the bonus stats.
Well, that's fun. So do you have like stats you always try to max out first, or?
So when it comes to Mario and Luigi, I usually try to be more even. So like we'll start with PAL and then I go all the way down to BP, which is basically they're called brothers points, but they're basically your mana in this game.
So
but I mean, you can definitely choose a stat that you want to stick with. If you want to make Mario a real powerhouse, then you just basically use PAL as your main stat that you're going to increase and upgrade.
So is that maybe the stat you'd say might be most important to upgrade first?
I would say so, because, I mean, the more PAL you have, obviously the more damage that you'll make against enemies and bosses, and I would definitely recommend focus on PAL, if anything. Because although this game is RPG beginner friendly, there are going to be some battles that's going to be a little difficult to go through if you're not strong enough.
Alright.
So,
I have to ask, what is the stash stat?
So basically that is luck, basically. So like, stash, the bigger your stash stat is, the more you can get like a discount price on like shops. So like you can get a discount price for picking up items and equipment if your stash level is high. They also serve as your crit hit bonus. So like, or in this case, they're called lucky hits, which basically is your crit hits.
Okay, so it's a little bit like luck and charisma.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, not charisma, but like critical hits.
Charisma for like shops.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like your
yeah,
barter
gotcha.
type of skills.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the end of this part, and we will see you with some more Mario Luigi Superstar Saga.